So yesterday, yes. Let us see. So there is other operators here. So there is other operators here. So this is how you try to assign it. And there is other operators which are called as. So you have some more operators. And these operators, you call it as which one here? Assignment. Assignment operators are the same thing. You can call it as update operators. So what are these assignment operators is? Now these operators even you can call it as shortcut operators. These operators even you call it as shortcut operators. And what are these operators is? Okay, so this is an operator. So there is an operator. So what is the operator you have is a plus equal. And there is a minus equal. Yes. Plus equal, minus equal. So assignment operator is a binary operator. See, assignment operators perform two operations. One is called as binary operation and second one is assignment. So assignment operators perform two operations. Assignment operators perform two operations. One is called as a binary operation and one more is which one? Assignment. So this is called as a binary operation and this is assignment. And star n equal, then slash n equal, percentage n equal, and right shift n equal, left shift n equal, ampersand n equal. So or n equal and exclusive or n equal because this is applied only to which operators? Binary operators. So there is a star n equal. So these are called updation operators. So these operators perform how many operations here? Two operations. These operators perform how many operations? Two operations. One is called as a binary operation and one more is which one? Assignment, right? So there is a plus equal, minus equal, star equal, slash equal, percentage equal, right shift equal, left shift equal, and equal. See, only one thing is equal, that's it. For example, if I'm writing letter, for example, if I'm saying letter, if I'm writing a letter, some letter A equal to 10. So I want to update the value of A. I want to update the value of A by adding 5. Then instead of writing A equal to A plus 5, you can simply write A plus equal to what here? 5. It's a shortcut, right? Now instead of writing A equal to A plus 5, you can simply write A plus equal to what? 5. So that is where the value of A is updated by adding which operation? 5. The value of A is incremented by adding which value? 5. So that is what you mean by update here. Okay. Let us see this. So nothing more on this operators. So let a equal to 10 and a plus equal to 5. I said console.log. So print the value of which one? A. So what is the value of a here? Okay, so the value of a is a 15 here because the value of a is incremented by what here? 5. So the same thing you can also write like this: a equal to a plus 5. Instead of writing a equal to a plus 5, you can simply write what? A plus equal to 5. You can simply write a plus equal to 5. Now you can see the value of a, and what is the value of a here? 15. The value of a is a 15 here, right? Okay. Yes. In the same way, all these are similar. Suppose you want to decrement the value of one more variable b equal to 20, and I'm saying b minus equal to some 3. So b minus equal to 3 is nothing but b equal to b minus 3. So the value of b is decremented by what? 3. The value of b is decremented by 3. So this is updating. So this is called as updating here, right? So once you run this, you can see, just open the console here, and you can see 15 and one more value is what? 17. So similar, right? I need to write number of tester. Now c equal to 5, and I'm saying c star equal to some 2. Now c star equal to 2 is nothing but c equal to c into 2. So the value of c is updated by multiplying with what? 2. The value of c is updated by multiplying with a 2. Now you can see the value of 15, 17 and what? 10. Okay. So that is called as which one? Updation. So remaining all are same. I have to write only example, right? Okay. Yes. So just to try to understand here. Okay. So this you can write it as a equal to a plus 5. And this you can write it as b equal to b minus 5, b minus 3. And this you can write it as c equal to c into 2 like this. So all these are same now. Now this is updating by performing which operation? Division. And this is updating by doing which operation? Modulus. This is updating it by shifting number of bits towards which side? Right side. This is updating by shifting number of bits which side? Left side. So I'm not telling examples on this. Is it okay? Is it okay or not? Or you want? I'll tell you. See, already we have seen all these operators. Only one thing is assignment. How many operations it is doing? 2 operations. One is right shift and one more is which one? Assignment. How many operations here? 2 operation. What is the first operation? Plus one more operation is what? Equal. If you want, I'll write it. I have to write like this only. Okay now, right? Because already we know what is a right shift and left shift, and bitwise AND operation, bitwise OR operation, bitwise exclusive OR operation. So there is a bitwise NOT operator is there. So let B equal to not A. So let B equal to which one? Not A. Then I try to print. So I just write a log the value of A value and B value. So what is the value of A and B in this case? Okay, now you can see the value of B is what here? Minus 11. But how it is minus 11? I just take which complement? Once a complement, or you can simply apply one formula. This is called as a complement operator, or the same thing you can call it as bitwise. Which operator here? Not operator. So bitwise not operator. or it is also called once complement operator. It is also called once complement operator. Now, where you can apply one formula. What is the formula you can apply is, you can simply use minus of number plus 1. Minus of number plus 1. Suppose if my number is, assume that. So let x equal to minus 11. Let x equal to minus 11 and let y equal to not x. Let y equal to not x, and if I am saying console dot log, I try to print x value and y value. You just apply this formula. So minus of number plus 1. What is the value of number? Minus 11. And minus 11 plus 1 becomes what? Minus 10. And minus of minus 10 becomes what? Plus 10. Okay. So what is the value of this x value? Minus 11. But the value of y is what? Plus 10. Okay. So just apply that formula here. Now you can see minus 11 and one more is what? 10. Or you have to calculate it by taking which complements? Once complement, right? Yeah, this is how you are writing. Yes. I think you understood this. Okay, right? So these are some of the operators. Then after these operators, let us talk about working with which statements? Control statements. So generally, every programming language provides control statements, and these control statements are used to control the flow of execution of program. So all control statements are used. Okay, control statements are used to control the flow of execution of program. What is the default flow of execution of program or a script? Is sequential. How your script get executed? Sequential, right? Special operators are there, but I said no, there are two special operators. I said one is which operator? Type of. Did I say type of operator or not? Yes. Okay. So type of operate, sorry. So special operators, there is a operator called which one? Type of operator. Okay. Yes. But when it comes, I'll tell you those operators again. But we have seen only one operator. Which operator? Type of. So there are other operators like instance of, delete. All this comes under which one? Special operators. But when it comes, I'll tell you about what exactly each and every operator is. Okay, now? So don't worry about that. But now we have seen only one operator. What is it? Type of. That is just to find out the variable is holding which type of object is. The variable is holding which type of object is. That you are finding it by using which operator? Type of operator. Okay, now? Let us talk about this. Control statements. And control statements are used to control the flow of execution of what? Program. You are controlling the flow of execution of program. What is the meaning of this is, by default, your script is executed how? Sequentially. Okay, by default, your script is executed how? Sequentially. So that is nothing but one by one. Even though if you are writing this code inside a function also, how your script is executed sequentially, that is one by one or line by line. But if you want to execute some statements, based on some selection, then you have to change the flow of execution of program. For example, I want to execute first statement, then I want to execute second statement, then I want to execute third statement. Now, based on the third statement, I may execute the fourth statement, or I may execute which one? Fifth statement. Then how can I execute, or how can I move the execution control from one statement to another statement? And that can be done by using which statements? Control statements. So these control statements are two here. These control statements are like this. Okay, there is a conditional control statements. Okay, there is a what is that? Looping control statements. And third one is branching control statements. So how many types of control statements are there? Three are there. One is called as a conditional control statements, and second one is a looping control statements, and third one is which one? Branching control statements. When I'm talking about conditional control statements, you have an if statement and one more is a switch statement. And looping control statements, you have a while loop and there is a for loop and there is what here? Do while. And there is a branching statements like break and one more is which one? Continue. So these are called which statements? Branching statements. So control statements are classified into how many categories here? Three. One is a conditional control statements, and second one is looping control statements, and third one is which one? Branching statements. So conditional control statements are two. One is a if and one more is which one? Switch. And looping control statements are three. While, for, and one more is a do while. And branching control statements are two. One is a break and one more is a continue. So break is one statement and continue what? Another statement. So this is how control statements are here. Okay. Yes. First, we'll talk about conditional control statements. So if you want to write any logic, definitely use what? Control statements. If you want to write any logic, so definitely you'll try to use which statements? Control statements. So conditional control statements, conditional control statements. So conditional control statements are used to execute. Conditional control statements are used to execute block of statements based on what? Condition. Conditional control statements are used to execute a block of statements based on which one? Condition. Based on the condition or based on the condition or based on which one here? Selection. Based on the condition or based on the selection. So JavaScript support two conditional control what? Statements. One is if. Okay, one is if statement and second one is one is a if statement and second one is what? Switch statement, right? But using conditional operators, you can write only conditional expressions. Using conditional operators, you can write only conditional expressions, right? Using conditional operators, you can write only conditional expressions. See, expression is evaluated and written value. Expression is evaluated and written value based on some condition. But if you want to execute the block of statements, based on some condition, then you go for which statements? Conditional control statements that can be if or that can be what? Switch. Now first we'll see the statement here, if statement. So the first one is if statement. Okay. Now if is a keyword, if keyword. Okay, if keyword represent. Okay, represent which statement? Conditional statement. Okay, represent, if keyword represent which statement? Conditional statements. And there are various types of if syntaxes or you have. Okay, first one is called simple if, and second one is called as if else, and third one is called as if else if. Okay, if else, and one more is what? If. And fourth one is called as a nested if, like that. So how many syntaxes are there here? 4 syntaxes are there. The first one is called as a simple if, and second one is if else, and third one is if else, and what is that? If, and fourth one is called as nested if. Now this is called as, actually this is called as if else. What this is called as? Ladder. If else ladder, right? So writing if after else. Now first one is simple if. What is simple if here? If without else. If without else is called which if here? Simple if. So you are writing if, but you are not using which one? Else in that. So if without else, if without else is called which if here? Simple if, right? And what is the syntax of this? Okay, so there is a syntax. If open the parenthesis and give the condition and open the block, and always the block is defined by using curly braces, and the statement 1, statement 2, right? Statement 1 and statement 2. Now this is a syntax of writing the if. The way how you are writing in C language or C++ and Java, in the same way you are writing in what? JavaScript, right? So if followed by condition, and then you are trying to define a block. But how you are defining the block? By using open curly brace and close curly brace. If condition is true, suppose I write one statement here, that is statement 3. Is it statement 3 is within the block or outside the block? Outside the block. Statement 3 is not within the block. Statement 3 is outside the block. So if condition is true, if condition is what? True. Okay. So JavaScript, I can say engine executes. Execute which one? Statement 1. Execute what? Statement 1 comma statement 2. Then continue with what? Statement 3. Okay. Statement 1, statement 2, and continue with the statement 3. When if the condition is what here? True. If condition is what here? False. If condition is false, then JavaScript engine executes. What it execute? Statement 3. That's it. Because this is which block here? If block, right? So when this block is executed, if this condition is a true. If this condition is a false, it doesn't execute this block, right? Okay. For example, yes, this is simple if. Now there is one more syntax is there. And what is that syntax? If else is there. Okay, this syntax defines, defines 2 blocks. Okay, one is a if block and one more is which one? Else block. Means you are using how many keywords? 2 keywords. One is if and one more is a else. Now what is the syntax of this is if followed by condition is there. Open the block and include the statement. Statement 1, statement 2, like this. Okay, else again open the block and write statement 3 and statement 4. So this is a if. Okay, now this is if, and this is what here? Else. So if condition is true, okay, so JavaScript engine executes Executes what? Statement 1, comma, statement 2. If condition is what here? False. If condition is what here? False, then JavaScript engine executes statement 3 and statement 4. That's all. Now there is a if and there is if and else. For example, see here, a basic example, right? Okay, assume that I want to write some script here. Basic example. Suppose I want to input some name. Okay, now. So all these statements are used, right? I just write here name equal to some. So I just write here prompt. So prompt enter some name. Okay, now enter some name. So I try to input the name here. Then I try to input which one? Age. So I try to input the name. I try to input what? Age. So I can use which one here? Parser, enter. So prompt of, okay, what should I enter here? Age. I should enter name and I should enter age. Name of the person and age of the person. If age is greater than or equal to some 18. If age is greater than or equal to what here? 18. If age is greater than or equal to 18, I just open the block and here I'm saying alert. Okay, alert. So name place eligible to vote. Okay, I'm just finding whether a person is, this is a script to find voter eligibility. A person is eligible to vote or not. Okay, now. So I try to input the name, I try to input the age, and if age is greater than or equal to 18, I'm saying this name is eligible to vote. Else, okay, else open the block. So alert, and you're saying name. So this is for concatenation, is right? Not eligible to what here? Vote. So one is to eligible to vote, the other one is not eligible to what here? Vote. Basic example, right? Just to understand if and else. Enter the name of the person, some Naresh is there, and age is some 50. Now Naresh is eligible to vote, right? Because is it 50 is greater than or equal to 18? Yes. Then eligible to what here? Vote. Eligible to vote. Can I run this? So enter the name. Some Suresh is there and age is some 20 and Suresh is eligible to vote. So enter the name. Some Kishore is there whose age is 10. Is it eligible to vote? No, Kishore is not eligible to vote. Right? Okay. Yes. So if the condition is a true, then it execute which block? If block. If the condition is a false, then it execute which block? Else block. If the condition is a true, then it execute if block. Otherwise, it execute else block. Okay, right? So this is only if and else. You can have either one or more than one condition. If you want to write more than one condition, then you will try to use what? If, else, if, which is called as if else ladder. Yeah, this syntax you understood. Okay, so if the condition is a true, it execute which block? If block. If the condition is a false, then it execute which block? Else block. Condition is true, it execute if block. If the condition is a false, then it execute which block? Else block. Okay, right? Yes. Now there is one more syntax, if, else, and one more is which one? If. This is called as if else ladder. Now this syntax is used. Okay, this syntax is used to verify. So to verify more than more than what? One condition. Okay. If you want to check more than one condition, then you are using if else ladder. Okay. The syntax is used to verify not one condition. Now the syntax is used to verify more than one condition. More than one condition you are doing it, right? So what is the syntax of this here? Okay. If followed by, okay, if followed by some condition. So what is this condition? One, then open the block and write the statement. Okay, else if, now you can write this both in one statement, right? Else space and what is that? If, then you write a condition 2, then open the block and write the statement 2. And you can write else if, and you can write one more condition. So that is condition 3, and open the block and write what here? Statement. So statement what here? 3. Else open the block, and then write which one? Statement 4. So you are writing like this. Okay now. So these are different syntaxes you have. So condition 1 and statement 1, condition 2, statement 2, condition 3, statement 3, else you are executing which one? Statement 4. Okay now, right? Yes. Okay, right? So if condition 1 is a true, okay, so JavaScript execute, or JavaScript engine executes. What it executes here? Statement what? 1. If condition 1 is a false, if the condition 1 is a false here, if the condition 1 is a false and the condition 2 is what? True. Condition 1 is a false and condition 2 is what? True. Okay. So then JavaScript engine executes which one? Statement 2. If condition 1 comma condition 2 are which one? False. So condition 1 is a false and condition 2 is also false. Then condition 3 is a true. Okay, and condition 3 is a true. Then what will happen? JavaScript engine executes what here? Statement 3. If all conditions are which one? False. So JavaScript engine, okay, JavaScript engine executes which one? Statement 4. So here one condition is fail, then immediately you are checking what here? Another condition. If one condition is fail, immediately you are checking what? Another condition. One condition is fail, then immediately you are checking one more condition here, right? For example, okay, basic example. Now suppose I'm saying if, so if what is this? True. Is it first one is a true or not? Yes. Console.log. This is which statement? Statement 1. Okay, statement 1. Okay, else if then I write here true. Else if this is also I make it as what? True. Then I'm saying console.log this statement here? Statement 2. Okay. So else, okay, else I'm saying console.log. I'm executing which one? Statement 3. So there is a statement 1 and statement 2, and one more is which one? Statement 3. Tell me in this case, what will happen? Tell me here. Statement 1 or statement 2 or statement 3 or statement 1. It will execute which one? Statement 1. Statement 1 get executed or not? Yes. Statement 1 get executed because in this case, is it this condition is a true or false? True. If the condition is a true, then it execute what? Statement 1. Okay. Now if you see this one, so what is the output of this here? Statement 1. Because is it first condition is a true or not? Yes. Suppose first condition is a false, then second condition is what? True. Then it execute which statement? Statement 2. Suppose first condition is false, and second condition is also false. Then it will come to which block? Else block, and execute what? Statement 3. But I just write here true, false, like that. But based on some condition, you can execute, right? Yes. For example, okay, now suppose, for example, here, now there is a body and then inside this there is a paragraph. Now this is a paragraph and this paragraph ID is, so this paragraph ID is which one? P1. Okay. So this is called as which one? Paragraph. Yeah, this is a paragraph. And I want to change the content of this paragraph based on the selection of which one? Value. I want to change the content of this paragraphs here. I said, you can display the output. How many ways can you display the output? Okay. I said you can display the output. So where you can display the output within the, or where you can display the output within the page, you can display the output within the alert. You can display the output within the console. You can display the output within the document. Within the document, right? Within the HTML page as an inner HTML. Yeah, window.alert. Window.alert means alert and all these are same or different? Same only, right? So, okay, no problem. Now what we'll do is, I'm writing a small script here again. So where we'll try to implement what? If and else. If else ladder. So that is nothing but checking one condition or more than one. A very basic example like this is a very basic example like finding. Okay, finding. Okay, which you know it. Okay, now max of how many numbers? Some 3 numbers. Okay, now so there is a n1. So where I'm using %. Okay, so % of prompt. So prompt enter first number. Okay, enter first number. N2 equal to %. Then I'm saying prompt. So enter what is it? Second number. Okay. So N3, now all these are variables. And all these variables, I use %. You can parse, you can use a methods like parse, or you can use a function called which one? Number. You can use, yes, you can use even number function. So prompt, enter which number? Third number. So I try to input how many numbers here? 3 numbers. And I'm saying if N1 greater than N2 and N1 greater than which one? N3. So N1 greater than N2 and N1 greater than N3, then I'm saying console dot log. So I'm saying str of, okay, str string of Which one? N1, or you can do directly, right? So N1 plus is which one? Maximum. N1 is a maximum, and else if N2 is greater than N1 and N2 is greater than which one? N3. So here I just write console dot log, which one is maximum? N2 is max here. I do concatenation here, right? So else if N3 is greater than N1 and N3 is greater than what? N2. N3 is greater than N2, just open the block and just write here console dot log. So which one is maximum? N3 is which one here? Maximum. N3 is a maximum. Otherwise, I'll just write else. Which one is maximum? Console dot log. So these are which one here? Equal. Yes. Now this is one condition or multiple conditions? Multiple condition. If one condition is fail, then immediately it will try to check what? Another condition. If the first condition is fail, then it will check the second condition. If the second condition is fail, then it will check the third condition. If all these conditions are fail, then it will come to which block? Else block. Now you have to input three numbers. Now 10, 20 and 30. And what is this? We have taken console. So this is equal. Why equal here? Not entered anything, right? So 10, 20 and 30. Okay. So F12. And which one is a maximum here? 30 is a maximum, right? So if the one condition is fail, then it will try to check what? Another condition. So 10, 40 and 20, which one is a maximum? 40. If I'm saying 10, 20 and 100, which one is maximum? 100. So 10, 10 and 20, which one is maximum? 20. So like this. Okay now. But if two maximums are there, then it will display what here? Equal. If two maximums are there, then it will display what? Equal, right? So there is one more syntax is there. And what is it? Another syntax is, okay, there is one more syntax is there. And what is another syntax is? Nested if. So nested means within. So what is nested here is, nested means within. So if followed by if is called which one here? Nested if. Just try to understand how to write the syntax. Just try to understand how to write the syntax here. Because this syntax will be using it at the time of writing JavaScript functions, or when you're trying to work with HTML along with the JavaScript. HTML along with the JavaScript, right? Yes. Okay, now this is a nested if. So what you're writing is if followed by if, or if within the if is called as which one here? Nested if here. Okay, if you're writing if inside the if, and that you are saying it as what? Nested if. So nested means if one condition is a true, you are writing like this. Okay, if one condition is a true, see here, how I'm writing is, now can you write the statements without curly braces? I don't write here curly braces. Is it allowed or not allowed? I don't write a curly brace here. Okay. I don't write a curly brace here. Okay, curly brace. Now, generally this curly brace is used to represent one block, right? This curly brace is used to represent which one? One block. One block. So if you want to represent one block, you represent a block using curly brace. Means when you use a block, if you want to include more than one statement, until unless you are not including more than one statement within the if, then you don't require to use what here? Block. So always a block is used to include more than one statement. If you don't want to include more than one statement, then you don't require to use which one? Block, right? Yes. What is the syntax of nested if? It is like this. If and followed by which one? Condition. So there is a condition 1, and if you want, you can open the block, or immediately you can write what? One more condition. What is that condition? 2. And within this, I write a statement 1. So this is used to split. Actually, this is used to split one condition into multiple. Actually, this is used to split one condition into what here? Multiple condition. Else if condition 3 and followed by which one? Condition 4, then you are writing a statement. Okay, here you are writing statement. This is a statement 2 and this is a statement 3. Okay, else you are writing which one here? Statement 4 like this. Else you can write what? Another statement, and that statement is 5. But what you are doing is you are trying to split one condition into 2. You are trying to split one condition into 2, right? For example, if suppose I am writing like this, generally to find the max of 2 numbers, you'll suppose 3 numbers, you are writing condition like this. If A is greater than B and A is greater than what? C. Now, how many conditions are there here? 2. And these 2 are combined by using which operator? And. Okay, suppose I can split this. Okay, if A is greater than B and if A is greater than which one? C. Suppose if A is greater than B, then only it will verify A is greater than C. Suppose A is greater than B and A is also greater than what? C. Then you'll say which one is maximum? A is a maximum. Suppose A is greater than B but A is not greater than C, then you'll say which one is maximum? C is a maximum. But in this case, you are executing one common statement. But here, you are trying to execute individual statements for each condition or not. Yes. Suppose first condition is true and second condition is true. You want to execute one statement. If first condition is true and second condition is what? False. Then you want to execute one statement. If the first condition itself is false, then you want to execute one statement. Now you are trying to split one condition into how many? 2. And based on the condition, you are trying to execute a block of statements. Now that can be done by writing if inside what here? If. Nested. Suppose if there is if no nested is there, if there is no nested is there, what will happen? So you try to combine it. You try to combine it. How you are combining it? Using which operation? And operation or. Suppose A is greater than B and A is greater than C. I want to perform one operation. Suppose A is greater than B but A is not greater than C. Then I want to perform one operation. Suppose A is greater than B, A is not greater than B. Then I want to perform one operation. Then can you do all these operations writing only one if? No. You have to split this. You have to split this. For example, just to see otherwise, assume that You are trying to split. For example, assume that so there is a let what is that username. So I'm just developing a logic for login. Okay, I'm just developing a login. So there is the login is there. So what is there here? Login. So I've taken example of login here. Okay, right? So where I try to input username. So where I said prompt, what I input here? Username. What I input here? Username. So after giving username, what I want to do is I want to verify, is it this username is valid or not? If the username is, the input username is equal to NIT, if input username is equal to what? NIT, input username equal to NIT, then immediately you write one more statement, right? What is that statement? You try to ask, what you ask here? Password. You are asking password. Now, when you are asking password, if the username is valid, then only you are asking to input what your password, what you are writing prompt. So prompt, what should I input here? Password. Then I am verifying, is it this password is equal to, what is this NIT123? Is it password equal to NIT123? Is it password equal to NIT123? Then I'm trying to display a message. Which message? Alert message saying that, what? Welcome. So this is a message. What is the message I displayed? Welcome. Suppose if the password is not correct, then I should display the message saying that alert. What is this here? Invalid password. Invalid password. So when this is done, if the username is what? Valid. If the input username equal to NIT, then you are asking to input what here? Password. And then you are verifying, is it input password is equal to which one? NIT123. If the input password equal to NIT123, then you are trying to display one message. Which message? Alert message by saying welcome. Otherwise, you are trying to display the message by saying this password is valid or invalid. Invalid password. Suppose if the username is not valid, then I'm just displaying the message alert. What is this alert? Invalid. Invalid what? Username. So you are trying to write, just to see here, if inside the if followed by if, right? If followed by if. But before checking this condition, you are trying to input one value or not? Yes. If the first condition is fail, then it will come to this else and display, this is invalid username. If the first condition is a true, then it will ask you to input what? Password and verify is it this password is equal or not. If the password is equal, now you are saying, this is what? Welcome. Otherwise, you are saying invalid password. Just see here. Username is NIT and password is. Now there is a message. And what is the message is displayed here? Welcome. Because is it username and password is valid or not? Yes. So name of the user is NIT. Okay, NIT and NIT12, NIT again, NIT. Which one is invalid here? Password. Okay, I just enter ABC. Is it any user called ABC? No. So is this username is valid or invalid? Invalid. So what is the message? Invalid username. What is the message is displayed? Invalid username, right? You have to understand this. Okay, now you have to understand this. How to write nested? Nested means within. See, what is a nested is here? Within, right? Suppose, same example, if you see, suppose again finding, okay, again I'm writing same example, finding max of how many numbers? 3 numbers. But I need to find the max of 3 numbers without using AND operation or OR operation. I should not use AND. Generally you use AND, right? If A is greater than B and A is greater than C. But I should not use AND. I should not use AND. I should not use which one? OR. But I want to find the max of how many numbers? 3 numbers. Okay. So then how can you do this? Input the number. So let N1. Okay, na? So %. Okay, you should know only the syntax. Prompt enter any or enter first number. This is enter first number and let N2 equal to %. Sorry. Okay, parse int. Okay, %. I said prompt. Enter first number and enter which one? Second number. Enter first number and enter second number. Let N3 equal to %. Then again I said prompt. Enter. So third number. So I try to input how many numbers here? 3 numbers. That is N1, N2 and what? N3. So if N1 greater than N2, then immediately you are checking one more. N1 greater than what? N3. So nested now. Within this, if how many statements are there? Or inside this, if how many statements are there? Within this, if how many statements are there here? How many statements are there? Only one. How many statements are there? One statement is there. One statement. What is that statement? If. Inside this, if how many statements are there? One statement. And what is that statement? If. Okay, na? So here, if N1 is greater than N2, if N1 is greater than N3, then what I'm saying? Alert. Which one? N1 is N1 is what? Max. Then next else is there. This else is belongs to first if, second if, second if. Then you should say alert. Which one? Which one is max? N3. N3 is what? Max. Okay. If N1 is greater than N2 and N1 is greater than N3, then which one is a maximum? N1 is maximum. Suppose N1 is greater than N2, but N1 is not greater than what? N3. Then which one is maximum? N3 is maximum. Suppose N1 is not greater than N2, then it will come to which one? Else if. Else if. Else if. What should I write? N2 greater than N1. If what? N2 greater than what? N3. Then alert. Alert. Which one is maximum? N2 is maximum. Otherwise alert. Suppose if N2 is not greater than N3, then which one is maximum? N3 is maximum. Okay. Else if here. Else if again I'm writing else if N3 is greater than N1. N3 is greater than N1. If N3 is greater than what? N2. Then alert. Alter. So why every time I'm getting alter is because of alter. Where you use alter? Where you use alter here? Database. Alter table. Alter table name. Huh? Yes or no? Database. Okay ना? So इसलिए वैसा आ गया. So alert. So alert. So this is alert is what? Which one is maximum? N3 is maximum. Okay now. N3 is maximum. Okay, else which one is maximum? Alert. So alert. Which one is maximum? N3 is greater than N1, but N3 is not greater than N2 means which one is maximum? N1. N1 is maximum. See, N3 is greater than N2, but N3 is not greater than which one? So N3 is greater than N1, but N3 is not greater than N2 means which one is maximum? N2 is a maximum. Sorry. N2 is a maximum. Okay, else which one? Else which one? Equal. Else which one? Equal. All are equal. Very big conditions are there. But this is best example to understand. See, because of that, whenever you write in structured way, you want to write in structured. Structured means always you use what? Block. Suppose if you write like this, can you able to understand in if how many statements are there? Inside the if how many statements are there? Can you able to understand? First, every if statement is having how many statements? Only one. Because of that, is it block is given or not given? Not given. Otherwise, either one statement or more than one statement. Can you open the block or not? Yes. So I can say if and followed by the block, and within this another if is there, and this if followed by another block, because I'm executing how many statements? Is it one statement or more than one statement? One statement. If you execute more than one statement, then only include inside the block. Otherwise, don't include. Now 10, what happened here? Prompt. So prompt is there. Right. Okay, now this is a 10, 20 and 30. Which one is maximum? 30. And 10, 30 and now 20 and 5. Which one is maximum? 20. And 10, 5 and 2. Which one is maximum? 10 is maximum. Okay. So 10, 10 and 10. All are what here? Equal. I'll say 10, 10 and 5. What is the message? Equal, because how many maximums are there? 2 are there. But you're not finding 2 maximums, right? You're finding only 1 maximum. Okay, now this you can call it as which if statement? Nested if. Nested means you're writing if inside the if. Okay, na? So there is one more conditional control statement is there. And what is that conditional control statement is? What do you call it as? Switch statement. There's one more statement is there. And what is that statement? You have a switch. Switch statement is there. Switch. Okay, switch is a keyword, right? Now, generally this you call it as branching only. Switch also called as branching because it will try to branch, means link to a specific case based on the selection of which one? Value. Generally you'll say switch statement is called which statement? Selection statement. Actually, it is called as which statement? Selection statement. Why it is called as a selection statement? Because switch will move the execution control from one place to another place based on what? Selection of value. Based on the selection of value. Selection means if I say 1, then it should execute 1. The block which is equal to what? 1. So based on the selection. So switch statement is called as a selection statement. Why it is called as a selection statement is it will do the branching based on the selection of value. It will do the branching based on the selection of value Because of that, you are saying it as which statement? Selection statement. Okay. So switch statement. Suppose just to see first syntax and then we'll see the explanation of this. What is this here? Switch. Okay, switch followed by what? Variable. Switch followed by what here? Expression. Switch followed by variable or expression. What the switch is doing? It is reading the value of this variable or what? Expression. After reading the value of this variable or expression, it will compare with all the cases. After reading the value of this variable or expression, it will compare with all the variables, all the cases, where each case is called as one condition or not. Yes. So case, it followed by which one? Value. So case, it followed by the value and execute some statements. Case, it followed by value and then execute what? Statements. Okay, statement. So based on the selection, you are trying to execute either one statement or more than one statement. Okay. Yeah, selection based on only selection, right? And there is which one? Default. Is a default case or not? Yes. When the default is executed, if it is not equal to any one of the case. If it is not equal to any one of the case, then it execute which case? Default case, right? Yeah. See here, this is how it is. What switch will do? Switch statement read. Switch statement read value of which one? Variable or expression, and compare with what? All cases. The value of variable is equal to any case value. Any case value. The value of variable is equal to any case value. Then JavaScript engine, okay, execute that case or block and terminates. And which one? Terminates. But how it terminates? For termination, I should include one more statement, right? What is that statement? Break. For terminate, you have to include one more statement. Suppose, for example, see here. Yes. Okay, switch variable. Now let a equal to 1. And I said here switch. I'm saying here switch. Switch, what is that? A. And case 1. Is it value of A is 1 or not? Yes. Alert. I just display the message 1. Okay, then 1. So this is 1 default. So there is which case here? Default case. Alert. So alert, I just write here, which case now? Default. So I just write only 2 statements in this, right? So is it value of A is 1 or not? Yes. So what is the message is displayed? 1. The message is displayed 1 is here. Just see, observe again. If I run this, okay. So what is the message is displayed? 1, because the value of A is what? 1. But after that, is it also displayed default or not? Yes. Why? Because are you included any statement called which one? Break. You have to include one statement called which one? Break, to terminate what case. If you want to terminate the case, okay. So 1. After that, is it continued or terminated? Terminated. So it is always required to terminate each case by including one statement called which one? Break statement. If you don't give the break statement, then it will continue. Next case, even though condition is what here? False. Even though condition is a false, it will continue next. But is it last case is required to include a break statement? No. Last case not required to include the break statements because this is a last case or not? Yes. So based on the selection of value, Yes, based on the selection of value, if you want to change the content, okay, based on the selection of value, if you want to change the content, you can change the content by using, yes, for example, yes. So prompt, yes, let read one value. So prompt, so I'm reading the value as which type here? Stringer. I'm reading the value as which one? Stringer. Okay, so enter. Enter header or enter topic level. I said enter topic level or header level. Okay. Now switch. What I'm saying here, switch. Basic one I'm taking. Switch value. Okay, so switch, what it will do, it will read the value, and if the value is what here, header 1, or if the value is h1, if the value is which one, h1, then what I'm saying, document dot write. So this is h1, I just write h1, and then I said here what, topic 1. So this is a topic 1, and then immediately I'll say what here, break. So if you don't say break, then will it move to the next case or not? Yes. Okay. Now case, what I'm writing here, h2. So if the input value is h2, then what I'm saying, document dot. So document dot write. So what I'm writing, h2, and this is topic 2. Okay, topic 2, and I just close it. So case, okay, now terminate this. Okay, terminate this by using which statement? Break. So case, and here I'm using h3. H3. Okay, case h3. So document dot write. Then I'm saying h3, and this is what here, topic 3, and then I close this. And then terminate this by using a statement break. And case, what is this? P is nothing but paragraph. Okay, then I'm saying document dot write. Document dot write, what you're writing here, paragraph. So this is what I'm saying, paragraph. Very simple, like based on the selection of value. So the execution control move from one place to which one? Another place. So you are terminating it using which one? Break. So then default. So default, is it compulsory to write a default? No. If you don't want to perform any operation, if it is not equal to any one of this case, then will it perform any operation? No, it doesn't perform any operation. It doesn't perform any operation if it is not equal to any one of it, right? So is asking to input, enter topic level. So here I'm saying h1. Now this is displayed which one? Topic 1. I try to enter h2. This is what here? Topic 2. If I enter h3, what is this here? Topic 3. If I enter a paragraph, this is which one? Paragraph. Okay, now. So based on that, you are adding one element in the output or not? Yes, that is h1, h2, h3, and one more is which one? Paragraph. Not only that, very much useful this switch case. Suppose if you are working with the drop downs, okay, there is a drop down which contains some list of values, right? Or you have a radio buttons. Radio buttons are there with the Java, okay, with the Java and some .NET, okay, C#, and there is which one? Paraik. So based on this selection, I want to execute some block of statements. Based on this selection, I want to execute some block of statements, and that you can do it by using which statement? Selection statement. And what is that selection statement here? Switch. Now you read this value, and based on this value, You want to perform certain operations. Based on this value, you want to perform certain operations, right? Yes. Now, how to read value, we'll discuss that. Okay, now. So this is called which statement? Selection statement. And what is that selection statement? You call it as switch. Switch is a selection statement. Okay. So how many conditional control statements are there? Two are there. One is a if and one more is which one? Switch. Okay. One is a if and one more is a switch. So then next is, now there is one more statement is there. And what is that statements are here? So looping control statements, right? So this is iteration, right? Iteration means if you want to repeat one or more than one statement, if you want to repeat one or more than one statement, number of times. If you want to repeat one or more than one statement, number of times. You repeat one or more than one statement, number of times by using which statements? Looping control statements. Okay, now these statements are used. Yeah, we need to complete this here so that we can go for JavaScript with the HTML. That is nothing but DOM, right? But that I'll tell you once we complete arrays. Okay, we'll see arrays and we'll also see how to develop user-defined types, and then we'll go for HTML with what? HTML, JavaScript with the HTML. So that is how you make your web page as what? Responsive, right? So that is done by using which manipulation? DOM manipulation, right? So these looping control statements, okay, looping control statements, okay, now looping control statements are used. Okay, looping control statements are used. Okay, looping control statements are used to repeat one or more than one statement. Number of times are until what? Given condition. Okay, looping control statements are used to repeat one or more than one statement. Number of times are until given condition. Okay, advanced JavaScript concepts means we'll see. See, you want me to teach JavaScript for 3 months also, I'll teach. I don't have any problem, right? But you should know how to work with the JavaScript, first of all, right? Okay. Okay, right? So we'll see all. I said, you can, I'll try to tell you how to do this DOM as well as which one? BOM, and how to make your web page as what here? Responsive, including which one? Ajax call and all the functions here. I said all the functions, how to work with the functions, how to develop classes and which one? Objects. We'll try to see all these things. Don't worry about this, right? JavaScript means don't think that only even numbers and odd numbers. No. JavaScript is not for even numbers and odd numbers. To make your web page as what? Responsive. To make your web page as responsive, these examples I'm taking because of to understand which one? Syntax. Should understand the syntax, right? How to use a switch, how to use if, how to use for, how to use while, how to create arrays, how to create classes, how to create what? Objects. Okay, now, so to understand this, otherwise JavaScript is, yes, using JavaScript, can you develop mobile applications? Huh? Using JavaScript, can you develop mobile enabled applications? Yes. So JavaScript is, I said, one of the topmost programming language. Okay, now? Yes. So don't think that JavaScript is for even numbers and odd numbers. No. What you're learning in JavaScript means don't say even numbers, odd numbers. Okay. Yes. Because we are just learning fundamentals. programming fundamentals. Okay. So without this, you cannot write anything inside what? JavaScript. Okay, na? Yes. Anyway, tomorrow we'll see how to work with which statements? Looping control statements. See, what generally, if you know already all this, like if you are working in C language or C++ or Java, if you learn already these statements, then I can jump directly into what? Arrays. Okay, now I can directly move to arrays and classes and objects. Yes or no? Collection types. I can move directly to those types. मगर आप लोग बोलते हैं सार उड़ा दिए. कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट्स नहीं पढ़ा है, लूपिंग कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट्स नहीं पढ़ा है, डायरेक्ट उसमें जंप हो गए. सही है गलत है? सही है. देख देख के बूढ़ा हो गया मैं. यस, राइट. So we'll see tomorrow how to work with this looping control statements. I can jump to array here, but सब लोग jump करो बोले तो jump करता हूँ मैं. If everyone says jump into arrays means I'll jump into arrays. Okay, some students tell me looping control statements, then I should tell right. Yes or no? Okay. So थोड़े लोग अच्छे रहते. Okay, means if they learn already, they can able to understand. If they don't learn, then they have to learn as one scripting language from basics onwards. This is from basics onwards. Okay, na? Right. Anyway, tomorrow we'll see that. Okay. So thank you. We'll see tomorrow.